So let's talk a little bit about transition planning. Have you ever heard of the phrase, "nothing about us without us"? If not, you should Google it. There's a great story behind it. But for now, I'll try to summarize it for you. "Nothing about us without us" was a slogan created in the disability rights movement. It was created by youth and people with disabilities to encompass the fact that laws, regulations, policies, and procedures should not be created or enacted without having the voices of people with disabilities involved. The voices of the people that these policies and procedures were meant to help. So nothing about us without us, right? So how does that correlate to your transition planning in school? And what even is transition planning? So in the state of Pennsylvania, you are required to at least be invited to your IEP team meeting beginning at age 14. But real talk, you can go to your IEP meeting whenever you feel empowered to. Your IEP meeting is about you, and your voice is the most that matters. So whether that's at age 14 or before, it's a great way to practice your self-advocacy skills. But what are some ways you can get involved in your IEP if you have not participated in an IEP meeting before? Well, the IEP document can be a long one. So to start, it would be a great way to speak with your teachers or your parents or guardians about your IEP, what goals and SDIs you've had up until now, where they're located within your IEP, and how you can ask to change them to fit what fits your style now and in the future. Remember, the IEP is about you. So learning about your IEP and finding ways that you feel it could improve is the most important. So what's an IEP team meeting? When your IEP team comes together, they meet around a table to talk about that document, the IEP, and what's in it. In transition planning, they're specifically focused on what you need to learn and the skills that you may need to still gain in order to be successful in life after high school. So is it a way to get out of class? Absolutely. But you really should be taking your IEP seriously. So outside of trying to learn about the document through your teachers and guardians, start thinking about what your future looks like. What feelings do you have about your IEP? You can write them down and read them before the IEP meeting to your IEP team, or maybe you're more comfortable doing it in an electronic format, using assistive technology or a PowerPoint presentation, some way that you can express how you feel about your IEP and where you want it to take you for your future. So what does the future hold for you? Start thinking about those ideas. What do you want to do after high school? That could be a job, or maybe your first goal is just to live independently. What is rent? What's the cost of rent in your hometown? Do you have apartment buildings that you can look at? Do you need to get a job in order to afford that rent? And if that is where you need to start thinking about those. What skills do I need to get to that phase in my life? Or maybe college is something you want to do right after high school. What colleges are in the area or even out of state that I would want to participate in? Do I want to live on campus or don't I? Am I doing online or in-person instruction? These are things that are really important to consider and ways that your IEP team can help you create goals and skill building sets around them. But remember, the IEP is all about you, and you have to take it seriously. Your team is there to support you, so make sure that you remain open-minded in what they have to say and the suggestions that they may have. But know that you take responsibility for your future, and it starts when you get into your transition planning. So take it seriously, because everyone is here to help you create the best version of you for the future.